Hello, welcome to the stream. This is Dr. Junkyard Dog coming to you live from the junkyard. A hot, windy day has given way to a calm, cool evening here out on the driveway. Thank you for joining me for another sunset stream. Looks like everything's running well, so let's get over to the gameplay. So here we are on the level all account. Bring back in the sound for that. There we go. We did our pulls for the Undertides banner yesterday in yesterday's sunset stream. I did already do my free pull for the day. Kind of forgot that it would be a good idea to save that for the stream. My idea with pulling it off camera was I recorded it and then I'm going to make a big 30 free pulls for my alt and my main video. But might have been a better way to use it was to start off the stream, because wouldn't you know, on my one free pull for day 2, we got another Akafuyu dupe. You thought I was going to say Sculptor, didn't you? No, it was just Akafuyu dupe. This makes it a potential 4 Akafuyu, but that is 23 defense. That's better than nothing. And 23 defense, the flat number 23 defense, added to my already low level operators, makes a big difference. So I think that's going to be really good, especially for Enmity Guard, where you're really in a fight for your life with an Enmity Guard. They can't be healed by allies other than passive heals. Sculptor, for one, could heal Enmity Guards, but we'll brush past that. We don't have a Sora, we don't have a Sculptor, we do have a Perfumer, we don't have an Angelina. There are a lot of operators I could list here, but the point is, this account is not equipped to heal Enmity Guards, so that defense is going to be extra crucial for this account. And looks like I didn't change the size on my camera. I can do that right here. Bring it back down to its usual glory. There we go. Be a little easier to see the screen now. Had it big for pulling yesterday. So the pulls, I would say they went well. A lot better than I would have expected for having not prepared at all on this account. Think we made out like bandits. Our base has definitely improved. We did pull, I think it was 4 good base skills just right out the bag, and then some that we'll have to elite to get. Obviously, eliting has special rules for this account. But looking at the factories here, we got some good factory skills. We pulled Click, Vigna, those were new. So that's the 2 there, and then I thought there were more. Maybe there weren't. Maybe I thought Deep Color was one, but she wasn't. She's got the Trading Post skill. Okay, that may be what I was thinking. 2 still better than none. I still stand by that. And I did get all of our operators up to legal numbers. As you can see here with the leveling, I leveled everybody up that we pulled. There's our Calcite that we pulled yesterday. Everybody's up to 40. Still a few holdouts at 39, but they are legal. They just need to be one within 1 level difference. Within 1 level difference between highest and lowest level operator, so this is legal. So some 39s, some 40s, and some E140s. The 3 stars are gonna be very important for what I'm about to do. Because what I'm about to do is go into this Undertides event. I did clear all of the regular stages on my main account last night, so I do know what to expect. I'm not going into this blind. But it's still going to be difficult, I think. Got a little bit of... I got a little bug spray in my mouth there. Does not taste good. Wash that down with some water. Okay. I got derailed there. Right. This event, the event store is crucial because we get Gladiia from the event store. First ever free 6-star unit, free, have to get her from the event. We can get her tokens from the store, so we could buy Gladiia tokens, but that's not Gladiia herself. To get Gladiia herself, gonna have to make it all the way to SV5. Why is that significant? SV5 was as far as I could make it in the last event, that being a Walk of the Dust. That's where my account capped out. It was within the first week of the account, so that's not surprising. And I didn't really expect to be able to do it, but it was immensely helpful to growth for this account. All the leveling up sanity just went straight back into the event. I was able to purchase out pretty much the entire event store, minus a few tokens for Heavy Rain. So hopefully we can do a repeat of that with this. And if I can, I'm gonna get all of the potentials on Gladiia. I think that's gonna help this account the most in the long run, rather than going for some of the high value materials. The Gladiia potentials, they're just gonna make her so cheap to use and so effective to redeploy, and it's just gonna be the way to go. But SV5 is going to be pretty difficult, I think, to get to. This first stage, it's a meme stage, it's a Kevin stage. Nothing serious here, they just go run and die in a hole. Level 40 recommended operators. Usually with these events, they start off with recommended level 1, maybe 20. They're starting at 40 here. I don't like that. These enemy units in this event, they deal the sanity damage to your operators until they can't take any more, and then they take pure damage. That pure damage might just kill most of my team in one pop. So there's going to be a great deal of shielding with fast redeploy. So Gravel and Jay are going to go through their paces for this event for sure. Hopefully that'll be enough. But I don't know for sure. There's only one way to find out, and that's to go for it. So before we do that, here's a bunch of the pin boards that I'm able to do now. Very helpful. Some resources for some eliting as well as skills. Very helpful. And we got this campaign mission. I made 1 rock cube in the workshop, so got that. But that is all we're gonna get from that. Still looking really good on LMD. Once we buy the shop out, the event store out, it's gonna be $500,000 to $1 million. So that's gonna be really good. But I think it's time. I think it's time to get into it. Gonna be skipping the story. I am reading it on my main account. It's great. I recommend it. Great story. And let's just skip right through. I think the best way to organize my teams is going to be with these 3-star heavy lineups, which most of these already are. I don't know how effective arts is going to be, and that scares me. Do I want physical or do I want arts? I think I'll lean into physical first, which is ironic because this team doesn't have much physical damage on it. I guess I'll go AoE first. We've got the Myrtle here. Lose the 12F for... No, let's lose Scavenger. Let's lose Scavenger for the Gravel. Just easier to do this. Don't have to look as hard. There we go. And let's go into it. SV1. How will we fare? They really take their time here. They really don't want to do well, do they? Put Popikar where she won't be blocking, and she can just deal her damage freely. Just get off Myrtle's second skill use, that's nice. Go for a little more block, and this should pretty easily complete from here. Shouldn't need to do anything. Starting to see some orange on the horizon here. Little sunset action for you. Not quite down on the horizon just yet, but we're getting there. Bye, Kevin. Ah, yes, Kevin. Such a lore-rich character. And that's not a joke, actually. He actually has some lore to him. And here we are. Good drops. These event stages are always great. On my main account, I get something like this and I go, who cares? But on this account, 3 weeks old, I'm using a lot of these for early skill levels and E1s. Maybe not the materials themselves, but crafting them. It makes a big difference. That is so many runs in the story that I now don't have to do because I can just do it here and get event currency on top of it for the event store. Great return on sanity for an early account. And this will be the tutorial. I'll try not to fail it this time. I actually failed the tutorial stage in Walk in the Dust. Not proud of that. I was still new to the whole recording an episode thing, and I was so fixated on what I was saying that I completely whiffed it and lost. And I'm probably not that much better, but I think I'm good enough to be able to do this first try. Yeah, lots of text. So, gotta activate the bell towers. Do that with a Melantha and a Cardigan and easy mode. These bell towers have really nice range too. That's very useful. They could have cheaped out on it and given it Sora range, or I guess now Sculptor range, is how we're gonna define that, but that range is so hard to use. Like Chen's skill 3 is so hard to use with that range. This range is much nicer. I was gonna spoil the story there. I'm not gonna do that. So now to level 40. We were level 40 before, we're still level 40, but now we're actually using the terror mechanic, or whatever you want to call it. So here, ground ops are king. We don't have that many high tile spaces to use. So, and no bell tower either on this first level, which is funny because they just gave me a tutorial how to use a bell tower, and then they deprived me of a bell tower. Hypergriff's so funny. Haha. Let's go to some ranged guard with Midnight. And I think it might be time to get Akifuyu in the lineup. So we'll drop lava for Akifuyu. Still skill rank 1, obviously. Just got her, so trust on her is nil. Don't have enough trust to start upgrading, ranking up her skills just yet, as according to the rule set. So, here goes. Start with a little late Myrtle block. Hopefully she can kill this. She can't kill this. That's a problem. Gonna put in Defender. And then that should transfer the dog over to Beagle. No problem, that worked out. And then I'm gonna put Catapult in where she can reach the bottom lane to help out if needed. And then same thing with Ansel. Ansel's skill could reach the bottom if needed. That way I can focus my other, use this tile for a sniper. And I'll probably have to face it to the right to deal with those ranged boys. But it could be helpful to put him down. I think I'd rather just get started on the ranged boy. Now for the bottom, we have Akifu. So we'll do an Akifu, and then back Akifu up with a spot for healing. And I forgot to use Midnight. This tile makes it awkward. Otherwise Midnight would have been really easy to put behind spot. And then with this nice range from E1 range, we would have been perfect, but, you know, didn't work out. So, I mean, this looks good. I don't think this is gonna fail anytime soon. I think we're gonna be fine like this. And if Akifuyu does get into trouble, I can always put Midnight facing like above spot, covering spot's little... We should be fine. Do want to use Akifuyu's skill to help chop these up. Hopefully it lasts long enough to get both. Yep, looks like it does. Very nice. I like Akifuyu. And these enemies don't deal much damage. Even so, she's doing good. She's doing real good. I mean, Catapult thunks, but still, Akifuyu's not doing too bad. She is the exact recommended operator level. That might be why she's doing so well. Next stage might be a little harder for her once the enemy starts to level up more, but so far so good. So far, looking like we're gonna get Gladiia. And E1 level 20 recommended. This is the drone stage. These enemies are classified as seaborne, but some of them fly. Yes, they fly now. So, going to need to switch Catapult out for a air our priority sniper in Cruz. We did just get blue poison too. But let's try blue poison. This might be a bad idea. She might just go down immediately. But I do want to at least try to use her. Just for funsies. And I think the rest of it looks fun. Got our healers. Got our defender. I think this might work. It all comes down to if blue poison can handle the flyers or not. They do crisscross, so Adnashiel can pick up some of her slack, but they also get overwhelming near the end if you're relying on one to deal with the leftovers of the other. It can easily get out of control. So do a little temporary Myrtle action just to start getting some DP and start putting in snipers. I don't see why not. They'll do their loops. The dogs will loop a little bit. We have a shooting gallery on them while they do those loops. And then we just need to get in our healers as well as some blockers. And do that like so. Only have 3 more operators I can deploy. Could be an issue. Gonna have to see. Wait and see. So I've got my healers in. Can still pull out Myrtle. Should be alright. Shouldn't be an issue. The only thing that could be an issue is I will need Adnashiel's skill to clear these. Looks like. And blue poison is struggling with these seaborne enemies. She just manages to kill that one, but I don't think this one will die. Yeah, they're gonna get past. And it looks like the medics just immediately die to the effect. So gonna have to use gravel, which I expected to need to do, but now we have it confirmed. Gonna have to switch blue poison out. She just can't keep up with these E220, E120 enemies. Just gonna have to bite the bullet and bring Cruz. Would have liked to use blue poison, but Cruz will carry the day, I think. Everything else looks fine. Much the same. This time just with Cruz.
Okay.
And Spot does have 3 block now, thanks to being Elite 1. Big difference from the past. Putting Midnight in seems like a good idea, so I'm going to do that. And then we're going to start switching with Gravel to try to eat some of the insanity that's starting to build up everywhere. So we throw down a Gravel here so that the ranged units focus on Gravel and give us plenty of time to deal with the rest. And Akafu. Gravel to save, or yeah, Gravel to save Gaviel. Though it doesn't look like Gaviel really needs it. I think it'd be better to save Ansel at this point. So yeah, Gaviel's got plenty left. The white bar is good. When the white bar runs out, that's when you have problems. I had it flipped in my mind for some reason. But no more. And that'll work. There we go. Easy so far. Just one fail. Not too bad. Not too bad. And starting to see the heavy oranges. We have a sunset. The sun is setting. SV4. Let me look at the map real quick, see if I can remember anything. Should be fine. This one's a pretty easy one. Just need to overlap our drone fire on the right, and we'll be fine. Just need to catch a dog. I think I can do that with someone who isn't Myrtle. See if I have time. Yeah, plenty of time. Do some Arts Guard magic here. And then start overlapping. No, I guess I can't do that. I need to have a medic over here. Okay. No, it's better just delete this the second it's out. This does not reach the top, but it does reach Cruz. Just need a medic on the left. And Adnashiel's taking all the fire, so I'm gonna actually put Gravel in just to spare Adnashiel. And the enemy goes straight for Gravel. Oops. Not my intention. Actually, it's working great. No worries. Just let Gravel rest. And they're working on Adnashiel again. Spot to bring some heals to Adnashiel is ideal, I think. Double flying, but they hang out, so we're fine. Okay. And then use Adnashiel's skill to clear. Spot does not die. Very nice spot. And we're about to get overwhelmed on the bottom, so gonna go ahead and throw a Thermex down there just to make sure we're fine. And then here comes the last enemies. Right now, didn't use Spot skill, should have used Spot skill. Gonna just let everybody do their thing. We do handle the flyers, no problem. Gonna be counting on Akafuyu's damage here. And she does good damage. I'm very pleased with Akafuyu. I'm very pleased. Sweet. One more stage till Gladiia. We are so close. And no good material drops, but that's fine. We'll come back and farm it if we need to. However far we get, that's what we'll be farming. So this is it. It doesn't say here, but this is the stage, SV5. Elite 40 is what it recommends, which we are. Oh. Oh, I see. This map. Yikes. This might be difficult. But I think we can do it. May take a few tries, but I think we can. The main threat here is gonna be these screaming flowers, but hold that thought. The sun has set. As you can see. The sun has set beyond the horizon. And that concludes the sunset portion of the sunset stream. Now, for this map, the Basin Sea Reaper, nervous impairment. It does die while it's screaming, so we need to trip it off with a fast redeploy like Gravel or with the sniper. The problem is the sanity impairment that it implies to our allies is so fast, and a lot of my lineup will just die if they lose the little sanity bar thing. We saw the medics, they just died out, just flat out to it. So I have to treat it basically like a wide range Originium slug. I need to kill them far away from where I am. So I think what I'm gonna do here is move the line back enough and then get started on this flower immediately, and then I'll catch it at this end with Gravel just to try to slow it down, because it's already dying on its own. What did we leak? A dog, right? Yeah, we leaked a dog. Okay. That was not wise of me. Was so distracted with the flower that just slipped my mind that Gravel has, that Myrtle has 1 block. Also, I was using her skill, so she had 0 block. Awkward. Let's try again. Lights coming on. Shouldn't make any difference until it gets really dark, but once it gets really dark, we'll be happy we have it out here. So same sort of plan. Probably better to have midnight here, realistically, but it's fine. Okay, so same thing, basically. Gonna tip off the flower, and then have Gravel deal with the flower. That is the plan. Do a Pop-a-Car in the front, put a healer down for all this, and Cruz has yet to hit the flower. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, the drones are going to be a problem here. Ooh, no. So, the drone plus the flower is going to get through. So, gonna start trying to deal with these units. Flower goes down, no problem. The sanity on those... The sanity damage from these drones is a lot. It's hard to deal with. Gravel's gonna have to go down here. Unless it doesn't kill her, but I think it will. It doesn't kill her. She can heal up. Okay. That's all the drones dealt with, so now... Gonna freak out the plant. I did it a little too early there. Gonna stall with a beagle. And use the skill of a Nashiel to try to kill it faster. Was not my intention there. Cruz is activating the bell tower, so I can retreat that. And I would like an Akafu here, but I don't want to hurt my damage output too much. Should be okay when her skill is active. Okay, that's enough stalling with Beagle. The flowers from the bottom are now moving. Don't really have a great solution, just going to try to nuke them with all of these skills here once they arrive. That's really all I have. So here goes the nuke. Can we kill it in time? Does not look like it's gonna die. Gonna have to try to block the spot. Everybody goes down, and then we're okay. Can we stop the second flower? Cruz goes down, but we might be okay here. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Nope. Papukar went down. But she's still on the field, so we're okay. One flower left. We just need the skills to recharge and we're fine. So we've done it. Just gonna start this off with a Thermix. And that'll do it. Just need to hit all the skills. That's a Gladiia secured! Excellent. And I think that'll be safe enough, especially with the backup spot, to auto farm. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Very happy with that. 6-star? Get. We did it. We did it. We got Gladiia. But I do want to know how far we can go, so we're gonna soldier on. E150 recommended. This is a very tough map. I don't really know what to do with this map. Inclination is just to take it all on at the end here. Just face everything towards the middle, so we're gonna try that first. Would be nice to take out the sides, the flanks on their own, but I don't think my operators can handle it at their current power levels. Like an Akafuyu Elated might be able to, but E040 Akafuyu, I don't think she would be able to sustain herself quite enough. So, gonna throw down a early Myrtle just to kick us off and start hitting it with a sniper. Should be able to get it so that gravel and everybody is hitting this. There we go. And then throw down a spot with a Cruz to watch as well. We'll pick up gravel to put in the Midnight. Help out everywhere. And start putting the healers down. So these guys here, they don't attack, but they deal a percentage amount of damage. We're going to try Akafuyu here. They won't attack her, So she's probably the best unit to deal with them. That's my guess. Don't know that. And here come the flying units. Hit Gladia's skill. Retreat Myrtle, put in Papukar to help watch things in front of all this. And then I'm going to put a... Do I need to use Gravel to catch shots from enemies? Doesn't look like I do. But it does look like Cruz can't handle... Well, she can, but only just barely can she handle the drones on her lane. Adnashiel gets to start on his early. Cruz has to wait till they're right on her. So that's probably a mistake. So we dealt with the left flank perfectly. Now it's just a matter of dealing with the right flank. Might be best to just stall it forever. Just throw down a beagle on top of it and just keep it there. And then deal with it at the end after the whole torrent. After the floodgates have opened up and we've got everybody down, and we leaked past midnight. So we have to have a backer behind midnight. And there's so many on spot. We're going to need AoE on spot for sure. I'm going to check the defense and resistance of these enemies just to get a better idea of what to bring. Because we could go either way. We've got the operators, we've got the damage coverage that we can pretty much pick what we want to do. All of them are very weak to both. In that case, if it doesn't matter, we would rather go after resistance. But with such low defense, that's not really, it's not bad to use physical. I guess going physical is the play. I think for the most part, physical damage operators have higher attack stats. It's weird not to have a preference. Enemies almost always have a slight preference. These have none, so very different. I like it. I like that it's different. Papukar did not do much in the middle. Not really sure. Oh, that's the same song. Let me just switch that. There we go. 1 out of 9 songs to click on, and I always manage to click on the same song that just ended to start the playlist back up. Gonna go AoE here, for sure. Let's drop Adnashiel, pick up the catapult. I think that was doing really well. Her extra AoE will really help out too. She can also maybe look all the way across, but that's probably one tile too far for her to actually shoot at. Was thinking she could hit the far left lane. Akafuyu doing great on the flanks. We'll use her again. Midnight's probably best placed where Myrtle was. Papukar will probably place where the Midnight was, and call that good for the most part. Gaviel's heal was pretty subpar. Let's try bringing in Calcite. No, Calcite might not be a good idea. It's probably gonna work, but I would need a deployment slot back to do it. Because Calcite takes a unit cost, and Monster takes a unit cost, so using Calcite might not work, but I just want to use Calcite. Like, this is the first time I have an opportunity to use Calcite on this account. I'm taking it. Let's do it. This is gonna be great. Get started with the damage first part right away. Get Midnight down. Catch with Gravel. I thought they could kill that Seaborn, but they switched to the one Gravel was blocking. That's frustrating. It's very frustrating. Yikes. So yeah, Myrtle, maybe not the best idea. Need to get blockers down first. But I also need damage to deal with the enemies. It was a coin flip. I chose poorly. Gambled and lost. Mosquitoes buzzing around. Starting to get some cool evening breeze coming in. I think this is probably fine. No, probably not fine. Need to not try to block with Myrtle. I keep trying to block with Myrtle, and that's a bad idea. So we're gonna go spot for block count, followed by more block count with Papukar. Probably fine here. Maybe she's fine here. Get our AoE down at the start. And we already passed out on Spot. That added up very quickly. Gonna need Seagull target damage at least to start. Bring in the AoE once we're done with the first couple waves. Also gonna need the anti-air coverage. I do still have a Nashio, right? Did I lose a Nashio? I guess I did lose a Nashio. That's not a good idea. That's a really bad idea. Because we were barely handling the drones with 2. Let's bring back a Nashiel by dropping Calcite. One healer with a medical defender should be fine, I think. About to find out. Mostly our damage comes from the insanity impairment effects. So I think we'll manage. So Spot, but this time I'm going to give him some single target to back him up, to keep him from taking way too much damage like he did before. And then let's catch this. Put in Midnight to help out. This is looking a lot better already. And a Nashiel also. The spitters are doing their spitting. Get some healing in, as well as some healing from Ansel. Got Akafuyu down bottom to do her thing. Should work well. Now we get the splash damage in. How do I sneak in some splash damage? That might be the best placement right there. But from here, I can definitely hit everything. So we're gonna go with this. Use Akafuyu's skill to deal with that guy at the bottom. And then these aerial units should be pretty easily dealt with. Do need to swap out Gravel for another defender. And Akafuyu lets the thing pass. I didn't realize that before. That's a problem. That's a big problem. So Akafuyu skill 1 lets it pass and then we die. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Gotta stall those things out. My mistake, my mistake. We can use it to finish it, but we can't start with it or it'll just walk right past. Looks like she nearly killed it, so once it gets to half health, it should be fine to use her skill. without letting it pass. And the skill recharge is pretty quick. So there's really not any worry that it won't be ready for the next one. Okay, I think I've got all the kinks worked out at this point. Should be pretty simple. Now that I know all that's happening. Do some help. Akafuyu at the bottom, doing her thing. Not use her skill early this time, you'd remember. Get Catapult in to do some splash. So I need to hold Akafuyu's skill a little bit, if we need it at all. Her attack speed increases as her health decreases, so we might be fine without her skill at all. Right, her sanity eventually gives, and then she lets it through anyway. That's not good. So we're gonna have to heal up with this guy here, and then let's see if we can stall this. Now, Akafuyu's pretty low, and they deal damage as they take damage, so let's see how Akafuyu handles that. I never switched out Gravel. Luckily, she caught it, but that was close. Just need to put Popcar in, should be alright. Use Catapult skill. Get plenty of splash in. And we still leak through Popcar. Gonna use Akafuyu's skill. And we leak another. Not sure where that leaked that time. Didn't see it. Leaked 2, but it doesn't need to be a perfect clear necessarily. Just so long as we stop it. Well, I think we found the limits of our abilities with this banner. And this stage gives rocks as well as Oriron, so might be a good stage to farm. Need to get a 3-star farm down for it, but as you just saw, we 2-star cleared it and still got the materials, which is weird, but I'm not complaining. Up from here, it's Elite 70 recommended. This is a tough stage. I remember doing this stage and having some issues on my main last night. So that's where we're going to stop. We answered the question. Could we get Gladiia on the level all account? The answer is yes. So let's go claim Gladiia. Welcome, Gladiia, to the level all account. Gladiia acquired, and I'll be farming the event off stream. And we're still pretty low level, so odds are we'll be leveling up while we do it, and I'll put that sanity right back into the event. The plan is to buy out the whole shop if possible. We weren't able to last time, so this time I'm going to prioritize furniture as well as L&D and tokens. Pretty much in that order. Those are what we need for leveling up. Then skill or XP tickets, skill books, and probably these early materials, since I'm going to need tons of them for E1ing everybody. Then we'll get into the stuff that we're going to need next, which is the blue materials. The grindstones, coag gel are so miserable to farm, so definitely picking those up. And then if we can afford it, the rest of the high materials, starting with the nanoflakes. And then we'll get everything we can, but that's what I'll be doing mostly off stream. Audio just fragmented. Should be good now. That's what I'll be doing off stream, but there we go. We got Gladiia, and I guess I could even buy a potential already for Gladiia. 2 potentials already. Let's get some potentials for Gladiia. Those will help in using her. And I didn't buy the furniture. Dang, was gonna buy the furniture. Oh well, it's fine. We can afford the furniture parts for this side of it. The rest of it we get through the event, but we're gonna go ahead and buy these parts right now. And that'll help our dorms out for this account. Make it a little easier on me to switch around the base and to keep it productive. So that is going to be where we leave it right after we grab some of these dailies. I'll do these, the ones I don't get here, I'll do in a minute. Right after the stream ends, finish all these dailies every day. Give this account every chance it has to grow. But that is going to do it for today. Thanks for witnessing our acquisition of Gladiia. Gladiia is onboarded. Came in with the Twilight. I think that's fitting for the Abyssal Hunter. Alright. I'll leave you with Sunset. And Junkyard Dog out. Have a good night.